honest for a moment. Forgetting small things, misplacing items, losing your train of thought. It's one thing to laugh it off, but deep down, there's a question that can feel a little scary. What if this is something more serious? If you've ever had that thought, even for a second, you're not alone. And today, we're going to talk about something that many women worry about, but rarely discuss openly. The difference between brain fog and memory loss. And more importantly, when you should relax and when you should actually pay attention. Let's start with the feeling, because this is where the confusion begins. You forget where you put your keys. You walk into a room and pause, trying to remember why you came there. You struggle to find a word in a conversation, and suddenly, your mind jumps to the worst-case scenario. Is this normal? Now here's the truth. Most of the time, what you're experiencing is brain fog, not memory loss. So what's the difference? Let's break it down in a simple way. Brain fog is about clarity. Memory loss is about retention. With brain fog, the information is still there. Your brain just takes longer to access it. It's like having a slow internet connection. Everything is there, but it takes a moment to load. With memory loss, the information isn't just delayed, it may be missing entirely. And that's a very different situation. Now here's why this matters. Because during menopause, brain fog is extremely common. But true memory loss is not. Let's look at some real-life examples. If you forget a name, but remember it later, that's brain fog. If you misplace something, but eventually find it, that's brain fog. If you lose your train of thought, but regain it after a moment, again, brain fog. But if you completely forget familiar places, or struggle to recognize people you know well, that's different. And that's when you should pay closer attention. Now take a breath. Because what most women experience during menopause is not that extreme. It's the temporary, frustrating, but manageable brain fog. So why does brain fog feel so intense sometimes? Because it affects your confidence. You start doubting yourself. You start questioning your memory. And that emotional reaction makes it feel worse than it actually is. And here's something important. Stress plays a huge role in this. The more you worry about forgetting things, the harder it becomes to focus. It's like your brain gets stuck in a loop. Now, let's talk about what's happening behind the scenes. Hormonal changes, especially estrogen fluctuations, affect how your brain processes information. Add to that poor sleep, mental overload, and daily stress, and suddenly your brain feels slower. But again, this is not permanent damage. It's a temporary adjustment. Now here's the part that really matters. How do you handle it? First, stop jumping to the worst conclusion. Not every forgetful moment is a sign of something serious. Most of the time, it's just your brain asking for support. Second, slow down. When you're rushing, your brain struggles to keep up. Give yourself time to think, time to remember, and you'll notice a difference. Third, reduce mental clutter.
Too many tasks, too much information. It overloads your brain. Write things down. Stay organized. This isn't a weakness. It's a smart way to support your mind. Fourth, prioritize rest. Your brain needs recovery time. Without proper rest, even a healthy brain will struggle. Fifth, stay mentally active. Reading, learning, even simple thinking exercises can keep your brain engaged and sharp. Now let's address the big question. When should you actually worry? If forgetfulness becomes frequent and severe, if it starts affecting your daily life,
If you notice confusion with familiar tasks or places, that's when it's worth paying attention. But again, for most women watching this, that's not the case. You're experiencing brain fog. And while it can be frustrating, it's not dangerous. And here's something I want you to hold on to. You are not losing yourself. Your mind is still strong. Your memory is still there. You just need to support your brain during this phase. So the next time you forget something, instead of panicking, pause, smile, and remind yourself, this is temporary. Because it is. If this video helped ease your mind even a little, don't forget to subscribe to MenoCalm, because sometimes all we need is clarity and reassurance. And in the comments, tell me honestly, have you ever worried that your forgetfulness was something serious? You're definitely not alone.